Looking at the skies, let's check in with meteorologist Garrett James. He's down in St. George, a good place to see the eclipse if the weather cooperates there, Garrett.
Yeah, Brian, and that's kind of the big thing is if the weather will cooperate. However, we're going to be looking at the potential for some partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies and the slight chance for a little bit of rain. So let's dig into the forecast. First off, we have to start with what's coming first. Winter weather advisories in effect now until midnight Saturday going into Sunday. So what can we expect? Wasatch Mountains around 8 to 16 inches, Cottonwoods 22 inches, Ogden Valley 4 to 7. Then for the Wasatch back 2 to 7, Central Mountains around 5 to 12, and we could see some heavy snowfall at times as well. But as of right now, we are going to be expecting some travel impacts. Take a look, moderate travel impacts mainly for parts of the Wasatch back, and we can even see some high impacts in the mountains due to periods of heavy mountain snow taking place on the roadways. However, take a look at the radar with me right now. We're seeing an active radar. We're already seeing some of that precipitation in southwestern Utah and as well as eastern Utah, where we saw some stronger winds today. Now, thankfully, the winds have died down some. However, still seeing some gusty winds to the southeast. But a look at the futurecast, it does show that we will be seeing this precipitation kind of lighten up overnight. However, it will pick back up around tomorrow after lunchtime. We can see right around 1, 2 o'clock, we can see some of that precipitation trying to build back up in some of the central and northern portions of the state. However, I think this computer model was being a little light with some of those totals. However, we can see that the precipitation, it does continue over into Sunday and even into Monday for southern Utah. And take a look at this, 6 o'clock in the morning for Monday, day of the eclipse. We can see lots of cloud cover in the southern part of the state, but by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe some breaks in the clouds could be taking place, but at that point, it might be a little bit too late, so gonna have to keep your fingers crossed that the weather will pan out. However, after Monday, we're gonna dry up for a few days, and it looks like by maybe this time next week, we could be looking at our next system trying to provide maybe a little bit of precipitation chances. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast once again for this weekend. Through Saturday, we're going to be looking at 8 to 14 inches for the northern mountains. Central mountains, 5 to 10 with isolated areas of 14 inches. Southern mountains, right around 2 to 6, isolated areas of 8s. And then we can see the Cottonwoods, 10 to 16 with isolated areas of 24 inches being possible. Look at temperatures right now, definitely cooler than what we have seen as we're in the 30s and 40s. Still in the 50s for Green River and Moab, but we'll fall down into the 30s and 20s all across the state tonight, and we can even see 20 for Evanston, but highs tomorrow show 33 in Evanston, but 58 St. George, 48 Delta, 54 for Hanksville. Look at the Wasatch Front over the next 7 days. It shows scattered snow showers tomorrow, but isolated showers Sunday and a slight chance on Monday. After that, drying up and warming up. Take a look at temperatures going from 45 tomorrow to 75 on Friday. Then St. George, on the other hand, going from about 58 tomorrow with a slight chance for precip to 65 on Monday. Slight chance as well to the mid-80s by next Friday.